There is a moment when money stops feeling like smoke. A moment when your salary hits your account. And instead of disappearing like a magician's rabbit, it lines up. Like soldiers. Like a system. Because the truth is, most people don't have a money problem. They have a money traffic problem. Too many cars? One road? No traffic lights? So today, we're installing traffic lights. Welcome to Learn Money Blueprint. Today's episode is the Money Blueprint System, not tips. 5 accounts that control your whole financial life. Not motivation. Not discipline harder. Not stop buying coffee, because if coffee is the reason you're broke, then the real villain is your entire economy. Today is a system, and systems don't need willpower. They need structure. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom called one account. Everything entered through one gate. Salary came in, one gate. Rent went out, one gate. Food went out, one gate. Random I deserve this went out, one gate. It was chaos. And in chaos, the invisible enemy thrives. Impulse, forgetting, surprise bills, and a monster called end-of-month hunger, beat. If your money ever finishes before the month finishes, congratulations. You live in the kingdom of one account. Today, we overthrow it. Here's the rabbit hole. But I'll leave a rope so you don't get lost. Humans do something in psychology called mental accounting. We naturally label money in our heads. Rent money, fun money, don't touch this money. This idea was formalized in behavioral economics by Richard Thaler. So instead of fighting your brain, we use your brain. Multiple accounts, harder mental accounting made physical. A system that says, this money has a job, that money has a job, and if money has no job, it becomes an unemployed criminal. You're going to create 5 accounts, not because you love banks, but because you love control. The 5 accounts. Income Hub, Inbox. Bills Vault, Fixed Expenses. Daily Spending, Lifestyle. Sinking Funds, Future Bills. Wealth plus Emergency, Safety and Growth. And I'll show you the flow so it's impossible to get lost. Account 1. Income Hub. This is where your salary lands. This account is not for spending. This is your airport. Money lands here. Then it connects to other flights. Rule, you do not live in the airport, you transit. Account 2, Bills Vault. Rent, mortgage, school fees, insurance, utilities, internet. This account exists so your future self stops waking up to fear. Because fixed bills are not surprises. They're appointments your money must keep. How it works. Add your monthly fixed bills total. Divide by the number of paydays. Transfer that amount into Bills Vault every payday. Now bills stop being drama. Bills become boring, and boring is what wealthy people call peace. Account 3, Daily Spending. This is the only account your enjoyment self is allowed to touch. Food, transport, data, small shopping, small enjoyment. And yes, enjoyment is allowed, because budgets that ban joy don't survive. They rebel in secret. And then your bank account gets ambushed at midnight. Rule: when daily spending is empty, you don't negotiate. You wait. If you want to feel rich, you need boundaries that work when emotions are loud. Account 4, Sinking Funds. This is where we get dangerous. Sinking funds are for things that are guaranteed to happen, but people act shocked when they happen. Examples: car repairs, medical costs, clothing replacement, home maintenance, school supplies, holidays. If you don't prepare for predictable expenses, they arrive wearing an emergency costume. Sinking funds removes that costume. Your life goes from oh no to oh, that again. Account 5, Wealth Post-Emergency. This is 2 forces in one kingdom. Part A, Emergency Fund. A buffer that stops one problem from turning into a disaster. Investopedia notes many people struggle to cover unexpected expenses and explains pay yourself first as setting aside savings before other spending. Part B, Wealth Building. Long-term investing savings that grows your future. This account is not touched for vibes. This account is touched for real emergencies, real investments, real future. It's the difference between surviving and building. Now the magic move. On payday, you don't try to save, you automate. This is the pay yourself first concept, also called reverse budgeting. Savings investing happens before lifestyle spending. The payday waterfall, simple flow. Income hub, wealth plus emergency first. Bills vault, sinking funds. Daily spending last. Because if daily spending comes first, it eats like a lion. And bills will come later like, "Hello, I'm here to humble you. Let's go deeper, but stay on the trail." Most money advice fails because it assumes humans are robots. Humans are not robots. Humans are stories, emotions, hunger, stress, and random "I deserve it." Mental accounting shows we naturally categorize money. So a good system doesn't fight human nature. A good system channels it. If you keep one account, your brain must do all the categorizing internally. That's exhausting. But if you split into accounts, categorizing becomes automatic. It's like putting labels on containers. Nobody pours sugar into a container labeled salt, unless you're cooking with trauma. Here's the clean setup in 15 minutes. Open or create 5 accounts, or 3 accounts plus 2 sub-wallets if your bank allows pockets. Rename them exactly. Income hub, bills vault, daily spending, sinking funds, wealth plus emergency. Set automatic transfers on payday. If your bank can't automate, you become the automation. Put a recurring reminder. Same day, same time, no debate. If viewers ask, give them a starter template. 10% wealth plus emergency. Start small if needed. Bills vault. Whatever your fixed bills actually are. 5 to 10% sinking funds. The rest, daily spending. But be clear, this isn't religion. It's a starting map. Your system must match your income reality. Start with structure first. Optimize later. Here's the funniest tragedy in personal finance. Some people are not broke. They're just unorganized. Money comes in like rain, but they're holding buckets with holes. So it feels like poverty, but it's actually leakage plus no labels. Today, we patched the holes. Remember the kingdom of one account, where money vanished like smoke. Today, you built a new kingdom. A kingdom where money has jobs, where bills are boring, where emergencies don't break your spine, where your future is not a prayer, it's a plan. If you're doing this, comment, "I'm building my 5-account system." And if you want, comment your country and bank type. I'll make a follow-up showing the best way to set this up using wallets pockets for your region. Subscribe to Learn Money Blueprint because we don't chase money. We build systems that command it.